Okay, guys, it's me again. So Utah just had an earthquake. Okay, and this is just a video. It's not a professional video done by some, wanker in fucking the news station or some shit. Okay, but what this is real news about Utah. Utah's earthquake. Okay, so it happened in fucking Magna. That was like the main location, 5.7 magnitude. Okay, and if you look at this thing that I'm reading here, it just kind of shows how bad it was. So 3.0 magnitude, 3.5, 4.4, 4.0, 3 point. The biggest one was obviously 5.7 at like 7 in the morning, around 7:11 a.m. So it wasn't, I don't know. For me, I'm in Provo, Utah, which is Utah County. It shook my whole house, and I have a 3-story house, so it did shake that. But the worst that it had was in mainly right here. If you look, we can't really zoom in, but that right here says Salt Lake City. Here is like Magna, Kearns, West Valley's over here, West Jordan's right here. That's kind of where it had it worse. Okay, so Magna, West Jordan, mainly Magna, to be honest with you guys. Okay, so they're saying, oh well, what happens after an earthquake and all that stuff? Well, not too much. Well, the main thing that happens is earthquakes. Okay, sorry, echoes from the earthquakes, and those are called aftershocks. Okay, the aftershocks is what I was showing you guys, the 3.0, 3.5. This one just happened a few minutes ago with 2.8, half an hour ago. 2.5 again a few minutes ago. So, those echoes are really not that bad. They're just aftershocks. So, the main concern is that in Magna, some areas of Magna have been out of electricity. Okay, Magna, if you look it up on Google Maps, it's really, really close to the mountain that we have on the west side of Utah. Okay, so I'm assuming maybe that's why. Some of my friends in Logan, which is Cache County, Utah, which is like 200 miles away from Salt Lake City, Utah, also felt the earthquake. They said it wasn't that bad, kind of like Utah County, Provo area where I'm at. But the main thing is, if another big earthquake like this happens, people in Magna or really close to the mountains are probably going to be a little more screwed. One of my friends said that electricity went out. I'm sorry, guys, this computer glare. One of my friends said that electricity went out in her area, and she was in Magna. And another of my friends said electricity is just fine. So it just kind of depends where you live and all that stuff. I hope everyone's okay. I hope nothing's really going on. Everyone's kind of freaking out about Utah and all that stuff. So not to worry, guys. Aftershocks are already happening. If you're watching this video, it's because, let's be honest. If you're watching this video, you're okay, right? The main concern is if it happens again, like an actual earthquake, not the aftershocks, but an actual earthquake, then yeah, maybe we'll see some more damage, but not too much that we have to worry about. Earthquakes, as you guys know, don't really happen in Utah. And that's the good thing about it. This one was a 5.7 magnitude. Last time we had one that high, which was a 6.0, was in like 1990s or 1980s, which was before I was alive. So our generation, millennials, and then Generation Y, they haven't felt an earthquake like this. So that's why a lot of people are freaking out. But in reality, compared to actual earthquakes, compared to California, people feel those all the time. It's totally okay. It's not safe to drive. What I would recommend to end this video is just don't drive if you feel an earthquake. Don't go outside if you feel one. Stay away from main buildings, glass, all that stuff. Obviously, hide under your table like we did in elementary. But the main thing is watch the news. Don't get too frightened by the news because you know how news are. And check for like fire hazards, so fire hazards, gas hazards, glasses, stuff like that. So make sure that no gas is leaking, no pipe is burst out, whether it's gas pipes or water pipes, however the infrastructure is at your house or building or whatever. Okay? All right, guys. Best of luck. If you live in an apartment and an earthquake happens, get under a table. Don't go outside. If you're scared that an earthquake is going to happen and you live in an apartment on the very top floor, make sure you go to somebody's house, preferably not close to the mountain or hills or anything like that, because landslides can happen during earthquakes. So best of luck, and God bless us all.